Hello, reflection day number 24. The importance of core values. And it's one of the most challenging things in in this modern time, is figuring out what's important to us and differentiating it from things that seems important, obligation that sounds or seems important, but when you look deep into it, you find like it really doesn't matter to you. And you know, if you're like most people, you're gonna find that it's becoming increasingly difficult with the bombardment of social media, emails, texts, all this information. You'll find it more difficult to minimize, how to organize, how to bypass all this flood of information that we're getting. Now, we have more information than ever. We have group text, WhatsApp, you name it. We have so many distractions that comes your way, so many information, so many material positions uh, than ever before. And this new flood of information, they don't come with, you know, a instruction how to manage it. And most of us feel overwhelmed sometimes, and we fail to step back and assess like what's the impact on this information overload. um, you know Nor do we know how to prioritize or those information, like which one to start with. And then we become like reactor to what life throws at us. Like we become reactor to the circumstance, to the situations, then carefully inspecting and evaluating what's best for us. Now, I remember in the old days, almost 35 to 40 years ago, I was growing up in the Middle East, and life was a lot more simpler. We actually had like children time or kids time on TV like for half hour a day. There was one channel on TV, and then there was nothing watchable for us. And it was all about playing with the neighbors, playing soccer, finding different ways to play with our brothers and sisters, creating some games. And life was simpler. We valued, it was, the choices were much less, so there was less confusion. We had enjoyed more family time. It was exciting to go and visit the cousins, the uncle, aunts. We prepared for days before traveling 2 hours to visit our aunt and her kids. I mean, it was just much simpler and much less confusion. So nowadays, it's so confusing, it's so overwhelming with all these choices that you have. And fortunately, like there is actually a simple solution to cutting through the noise uh, of modern society, which can help you differentiate and make effective decisions whenever you feel overwhelmed by all the available choices. And basically, it's defining your core value. And this is one of the simplest way to eliminate the clutter or the mental clutter and live a more fulfilled life. Basically, when you define your values and the guiding principles for your life, it becomes more clear the choices that you can make. So, when you find your core values, when you define your core values, it serves as the measuring stick for all of your choices and decisions in life. So, it keeps you focused on the person that you want to be, on the life that you want to lead. And by living in alignment with your values, you create the best environment for your happiness, for your inner peace, for your clear thinking. And basically, it becomes that foundation for your life that you need when you go through tough time, when you go through major challenges. When you are clear on your values, you reduce the confusion, the overthinking, the anxiety, the worry, the overwhelm. How to define your core value, I will talk about that tomorrow and have a great rest of the day.